Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today, if you're wondering what we're doing, we're going to clean up and I'll be showing you how I restore the shape of my brushes and clean them up. So if you're wondering what I have here, this is brush cleaner. I used the one from Organic Nails. Then here I have shaper, which is this right here. So I'll be showing you two ways of how I restore my brushes in case you can't get this. So I have this in this jar and this is just plain water. And you're gonna need soap. So I just got this. I don't really need the whole thing. I think I'm gonna put it up, but it'll work like this for now. I think I'm gonna cut it up. Give me a second. Okay, so I cut a piece of it. So this is a soap I like to use. I love jabón sote. I even use this to clean my makeup brushes. So you can put that to the side. So let me show you the brushes. I don't really mess them up too much, but I know I use some, like look at this. So I'm gonna leave the ones that have pigments till last because I don't want it to stain that too much. But as you can see, this has acrylic on it. This is just like not shaped, you see. So this is one's not that bad. But this is my 3D brush, look at it. So they're not too bad. So I'm gonna start with the one that looks like the most clean. So I just like to dip it in there, make sure that the liquid, so see this one doesn't really have acrylic on it. So this is gonna be super easy, you guys. So this one I'm gonna use the soap method, just so you can see real quick how I use the soap, because I think for the ones that are really bad, I'm gonna use the shaper. So you just dip your brush in the water and get as much soap in there as you can. So this one is for the people that can't get the shaper and just want to use your own. I see a lot of people use oil, but I don't like that because then I'm like, oh no. So I just make sure I get it all in there. So you see it's like covered in the soap, and all I do is just, you know, shape it to how I want. So if you like, for example, if you don't like your brushes to be wide, you can just turn. And then I like my brushes to have like a little, like you see how this one is not perfectly pointed, it's like more, you know, curved like that. So the side you like, because you know when you feel your brushes, you can feel what side you like. So I just flatten it a little there and that's it. Super easy, simple. And I don't store them like this. I don't know why. I just like to store them flat somewhere. And you can set that aside. See how easy that was? So this one just needs shaping. It doesn't really need much cleaning, but I'm still just gonna give it a quick clean. So, you know, dip it back in, you know, dip it in the water. And make sure you get all the soap in there. So when you go and reuse these brushes, you have to use either acetone or, you know, just use your brush cleaner when you're gonna start using the brush, just to get the soap off. Don't go right away and using it with your monomer. And the same thing, just like, you know, if you like it to go to a tip, you know, just shape it to the tip. That's what you do. You just turn. And there we go. You see that? Super easy, simple. So I'm doing all the clean ones already first, and then I'll show you for the ones that got all the little gunk in there. In the water. You know, your 3D brushes should be always perfectly shaped. But I don't know what happened to this. Then again, just... You see how easy and simple that was? Let me see this one. I try to take care of my brushes, but you know, shit happens. And I really don't like using acetone because I notice it loosens up this part. Well, this one no, because it's metal, but usually mainly the wooden ones, and I feel like it loosens up maybe the glue here or something. I don't know. But you know, dip it in the water and just... This brush, I actually like it to be a little flatter. I don't like it to be too much of a point. I did cut a little bit of the little hairs on the tip, but you know. So the reason why I have so many brushes is because I use different brushes on everyone. So let's say if I'm doing the extra long nails, I use bigger brushes, and when there's some shorts and medium, I use the, you know, the like this size brush or my young nails brush. So this one, since I don't like it to a tip, I just flatten it out like that. I still troll it just to get the bristles to be all go in the same direction. So since you see, I could leave it like this, but this brush, I actually like it a little flatter. So I just, you know, look at the hairs on your brush, and you see I kind of flatten the tip out more. So it's just your preference how you want to shape your brush shaped. So I could put that to the side. I'm getting to the worser ones soon. So again, when you're doing these methods, understand that you have to leave your brushes to dry a whole day and night. So if you're planning to use them the same day, don't do this the same day. Do it like a day before. So again, the ones that are not so bad, I use the soap method. Or either I use the soap method when I'm not, well, like when I run out of this. So this one also, I don't like it to go to a point, so I just leave it like that. See how easy that is? So again, put it to the side. So okay, so this one has like, look at, it has like acrylic stuck right there. So I'm gonna let it, well, not sit, because I don't think it's too much acrylic, but we can leave it there for a few seconds. It doesn't matter if it's like out like that. Then I'm gonna get, let me see, I need like a cuticle pusher. Excuse me. So I like the flat ones for this method, like this. And it's been sitting there for a cool minute. I feel like brush cleaner works faster than acetone, but you see how easy that is to come off. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, I zoomed in. Don't do this rough, lightly, because I know I've messed up brushes. See how right there the acrylic is just coming off. So there's still like dry acrylic right there. Try to break it up a little. Because you know, you can actually cause split ends on your natural hair brushes, and then you don't want to pull hairs out because, you know, sometimes the acrylic. So I try to scrape up as much as I can because you see like there's like already bristles coming out the brush when I do it hard. So there you go, just leave it there for a few seconds. So I'm not gonna use the soap method. I'm gonna start showing you how I use the shaper, because look how bad these are. They have pigments on them because I decided to apply the pigment. Oh, look at this nasty stuff. And then with these, and then I go again. You could also break off the bristles if you do this kind of hard. See, this side is fine. Sometimes I hate leaving them soaking too much because I feel like it can mess up the the glue in the brushes. You can even bend the hairs too much to the point where they're not being able to get fixed. But it's super easy, you know, it's nothing hard. Like if I push too hard, I end up pulling hairs out. I mean, it happens, but you can be lighter handed than me. Looks like it's almost out. See how I bent the hair? That's something that you do not want to do. Look right there. But I think with the shaper, it might go back to shape. See, when I do it hard, I break the hair off. That's something that you don't want to do. So I'm showing you like also mistakes I also make, because sometimes I'm like, usually I hate cleaning my brushes, but you know, I try to do it fast and then I end up messing them up a little. But you know, with the shaper, so look, it looks like the acrylic is out. So now let's do the shaper. So dip it in there. Make sure that you feel like all the bubbles are coming out the brush. So while this is there, I'm gonna put these two in there since these are my last two brushes. Just soak it in there. Take out the excess off. And just, so I don't like this one to be too pointed, so I'm just gonna do that. See how I messed up the brush a little? I'm just gonna cut those little hairs off. So it looks like I really bent those hairs too much. So just pick them out with the cuticle nipper. Those are the mistakes that you don't want to do, but I have so many brushes, so I don't even worry about it too much. But you see the shape already? So I could literally, like, if you want it to be to a point, you could just turn and turn and turn, and then I'll like get like that. But I don't want it too much to a point, so I'm just gonna flatten it out a little. Since I use it this way, I'm gonna push a little more. So see how if I turn it this way, it looks like it's more like that way. You see that? So now you can leave that to the side. So these are the ugly brushes. Looks like it's coming off. See, that's why, see how it's turning the color of the pigment? So I just so this one had a lot of glue in it, but I'm like surprised it came right off. Do the same thing. See, it's so easy to restore your brushes, you guys. This one I like it flat also. This one wasn't too bad. This one I actually use it for to clean around the cuticles and stuff, or for nail art when I want straight lines and I just need something quick to clean. And I also cut the tips of this brush to make it straight like that. This is I think this was D&D brush. There we go. So these ones looked real bad. Oops. Where did it go? Oh. You see how super easy this was? Clean it up, take the excess out. This one I do want it to almost a point, but not exactly. So you see how this splits right there? That's because I pinched the brush myself and I might have pinched it wrong, because I decided to pinch it when I recently bought it. And usually when I pinch my brushes, I always do it once I've used the brush a bit, so I can see what direction the hairs are staying, you know, like the way I want. And I made the mistake and pinched before. So when it splits like that, I just add more product in there till I see that the bristles stay together. This brush, I kind of use it more for like when I do fills and shorter nails. I don't know, it's just perfect. And that's it. See how easy, oops, see how easy and simple that was? Nothing hard. This, I throw it out. I don't really use it. This, I just leave it in this dish. If it dries out, then I can't use it anymore. But hopefully it doesn't dry out too fast, because I did use a lot of it. And that's it, you guys. That's how I clean and restore the shape of my brushes. Hope you guys learned anything. Let me show you how the brushes look now. Oh, I got dust on them, but whatever. See? They look much neater. So these brushes are gonna sit, oh, I got little hairs loose. Are just gonna sit to dry for literally a whole day and night. And I can clean them up tomorrow to remove all the soap and the shaper off of them. Let's see how they look now. All my brushes are beat up. I have so many. So thank you for watching, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys learned something. But ooh, nicely shaped now. Bye.